do this on AR.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm joined by co-host Gary Farmer. Hey, Gary.
Hi, Cano.
And I want to let everybody know that new shows air each week on KTRC. That's 1037 FM and 1260 AM. But you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Film Talk Radio. And leave a comment, and we'll be sure to write back and respond to you. Carma Harvey, welcome to the show. Hi.
Hi, Jacques. How are you guys doing?
Oh, good. Thanks so much for joining us. We're really excited to talk with you. You and I have been friends a long time. And you're a prop master, you're a singer, there's so much you do. So I can't wait to unpack it all. And thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. I don't know about singer. I mean, I've done not a singer. I'm a prop mistress and or master with the local 480 here in New Mexico, and I also am a SAG performer. So I do acting as well as stunts whenever I can get a gig.
Excellent. And maybe we can start, you can tell us a little bit about how you got started with the 480, because I don't know, there's so much to talk about with you. You're an athlete, you're a mom, there's anywhere we can go with this, but maybe the beginnings of beginning to work in the local film industry, since this is the show where we talk about movies.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I mean, I've always wanted to be in the film industry ever since I was like 5 years old. Literally, started. What got me interested was I watched, and you probably all remember the movie Paper Moon. You remember Paper Moon?
Yeah.
So I watched Paper Moon, and I was just like, I loved Tatum O'Neal's performance, and I was just like, that's what I want to do. I want to act. So I packed all my bags, which were paper bags, and told my mom, my dad that I was leaving. I was like 5 years old. I was like, I'm going to LA, I'm going to Hollywood to act. They were like, So I started walking down the road, and my sister was crying, and she was telling me that I need to come home, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go. So I had my paper bags, and I was just like trudging on down the dirt road over in Shiprock, and my dad comes over, and he's like, are you sure you're gonna go? He's like, it's a long way, and he's like, and you don't have any money. I was like, it's okay, I'll get there. And all I had in my paper bags were just my toys. So anyhow, I mean, the bug came very early, but life took a toll, So as we all know, that passion takes a side, is left to the side for a while until life happens, and that's basically what happened for me. So I had my son, and just raising him on my own, it was a challenge in itself. But I waited until he graduated high school and went into college, and that's when I decided, you know what, this is it. I told him I've always wanted to do this, and he was like, go for it. Very supportive. And so that's my journey into the film industry. And I just started working a lot of free gigs. We're talking free. I mean, I was not getting paid. And I started taking some acting classes, trying to get into theater, and just doing everything I can just to be in the film industry. I did so many free gigs that I feel like everyone needs to start there. It's just like, I mean, you get a good sense of what's going on in the film industry, and how long or how many hours it takes, and how much dedication it takes, the drive, whether as just getting in and then deciding, no, this is not for me. So I did my time. I started out as a PA, and I was lucky that I got hired onto Better Call Saul as an office PA. And not a whole lot of people can just, get into an office, with Better Call Saul. To me, that was like a dream. so then from that point on, I just kept, moving forward and just, met some people and let them know that, what, I want to do more, and I heard about the 480, and I talked to a lot of people and learned how I can make my way into getting to the 480. But I started out as greens in the greens department, and it's very labor intensive. It's like, my God, I mean, if you want to get lean, start in the greens department because we were like chopping down trees and,
Karma, what is the greens department?
the greens department is anything that is has to do with the environment, meaning outside. So bushes, trees, sand, anything that's in the shot, in the frame that is that's part of the environment. And either you have to make some fake bushes, or sadly, but you have to go through locations if you need to chop down or get rid of a cactus, or you could put a different bush in front of it, or you have to basically camouflage the base camp, or anything that's in the way. So that's greens.
Did you say
And then
cactus? Did you say cactus?
Yeah.
Can that be dangerous?
I did. It can be. And you have to know how to work with the cactus. I mean, there's like the choyas, and the choyas can jump at you. If you get close enough, they'll jump at you. They literally can. I mean, this happened to me before. So, it's just, I know it's sad, but I mean, if it's in the shot and the director's asking you to do this and times like this, and you have to get a hold of locations right away and find out, what, can we get rid of this bush? And a lot of times we can't, so we have to camouflage it with something else, and a lot of times the greens department makes their own, big bushes or trees that are fake, and sometimes you just have to put something there, So
I know
anyhow,
you worked on the famous film Hostiles, which of course featured our local West Studi, and you were on the Greens department for that particular shoot. Is there any scene we should look for in the film that would acknowledge some of your work?
Oh my gosh, the whole that whole feature was entirely greens. I mean, we did so much on Bonanza Creek that this is when Imogene was still around, and she was, oh my God, she was the sweetest lady. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever met her before, Imogene.
This is Imogene Hughes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she passed away recently, just before the tragedy happened at Bonanza Creek. So anyhow, yeah, so we chopped down a lot of trees, and we got rid of a lot of trees, worked with a lot of cacti, the toya and prickly pears, just made a lot of fake stuff too at the same time. And also I worked on Sicario 2, and Sicario 2, the ground was so frozen because we had to make some fake bushes in the ground, or actually we had to get rid of a road, so we got a jackhammer, and I was like, that's the first time I started using a jackhammer. Was we had to use a jackhammer to get into the ground because it was so frozen.
Wow.
And so yeah, I mean, so that's greens also, to getting rid of a road to make it look like it doesn't exist, or making a new road, a dirt road. Yeah.
We were talking yesterday, and I was fascinated because you've been extremely busy, and we'll talk more of Dark Winds.
Mm-hmm.
But instantly after you finished the production of Dark Winds at the Tasuki Casino was the base camp, I guess, for the studio, just above Santa Fe here. You worked on immediately on a Ewan McGregor film with his daughter. Could you tell us a bit about that feature and the title and what the storyline is?
I can't really share too much about it, just because we got a message saying don't share any information.
Nice.
you know, and so it was something that was very quick right after Dark Winds, and I loved working on it, even though it was just a short span of time, in working with them. Truly down to earth. Even the director is her name is Emma Westenberg. Look her up. She's amazing. And the whole crew, even though it was, whenever I started on the to work from, I got pretty much like the last leg of it, of the show, and it was all nights. It was all night shoots, and you know how those night shoots can be, right? It,
We're talking with prop mistress Carma Harvey, and we'll be right back with more. Stay tuned.